access production. Comcast is required to provide time on this channel and make it available pursuant to franchise agreements with the communities we serve. Comcast is not affiliated with the following program or the producers of public access programming and is not responsible for the content. The following program does not reflect the opinions of Comcast or its affiliates.
Welcome to another edition of Discover Tinley, where we highlight the great things that are happening in Tinley Park, the organizations and people that make Tinley Park a great place in which to live, and as we all know, it is a great place in which to live. My name is Ron Centanni. I'll be your host tonight, and it's brought to you through the services, the volunteer services of the Community Resources Commission of Tinley Park, along with our wonderful high school students who are volunteering to help out with the camera work and all kinds of other things involved with the production of the show. So it's, again, a big volunteer effort. As we know, Tinley Park is good for volunteer programs. We've got some special shows tonight, but hopefully you enjoyed the last month's 4th of July celebration in the Park District. It's always a great show, big show, and a lot of people going to it. And also the Caribbean Block Party, Tinley Park's notable Caribbean Block Party down Oak Park Avenue. Always a huge affair. So Tinley Park has a lot of things happening. Look in your newspapers for the things happening in the downtown area, the movies, the bands, all kinds of things happening in town during the summertime. And of course our cruise nights on Tuesday nights down Oak Park Avenue. We've got some special shows tonight, a couple organizations that are celebrating some pretty big anniversaries. And our first guest is from an organization that's been around for quite a while. Matter of fact, our studio is their former headquarters of the organization, the PAWS organization, the People Animal Welfare Society. And we have with us today John Greenan, who is on the board of directors and director of animal therapy. So welcome to Discover Tinley.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, PAWS. What's the purpose of PAWS? Why is PAWS around? What do you do?
PAWS was started because the need to place animals that could not be, so they wouldn't be homeless. So basically, people said, let's start a place in Tinley Park that we can get people to volunteer there, and let's help place these animals.
Wow! So you made the homeless animals that you.
Yes.
Where do you get the animals from? Where do they come from?
There's numerous. We get animals numerous ways. We house Tinley Park Animal Control, and then so when people's dogs get picked up by the police or animal care control, they come to PAWS, and we house them. Stop.
Who's your guest here? Let's introduce your guest.
This is Clorox.
Is who?
Clorox.
That's what I thought you said.
He's an 8-year-old Chihuahua that the people had to give him up because they could no longer take care of him because the person got a new job and they were gone 12 hours.
Oh, my. Yeah.
So she didn't think it was fair to have the dog stay home alone all that time. So she surrendered Clorox to the shelter. She's been there about a month now, and she's just a wonderful, wonderful animal. She's 8 years old.
Wow. Okay, it looks pretty neat, pretty nice animal
And
there.
obviously, I taste very good.
Yeah, she likes your hand.
Yeah.
That's good. Why do we need an organization like PAWS, do you think? What's the purpose?
There's, especially in today's economy, people are losing their jobs, losing their homes. So now they can't afford to take care of themselves or their kids. Well, where are these animals going to go? So that's why PAWS does what we do. We create space to take in different animals.
Okay. Now, where is it located?
We're located at 8301 West 191st Street in Tinley Park.
Very good. Okay, good. How's it staffed? How many people do they have there?
We're all volunteers, and what I mean by that is there's regular volunteers that do 3 different shifts. During the week, we have 2 shifts. They are an afternoon shift and an evening shift. We do have part-time employees that come in the morning when people are at work. You know, somebody's got to take care of the animals and feed them and let them out in the morning. Even our board of directors, we're all volunteer. And believe me, that's a lot of work.
It sounds like it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like what kind of work do they do? What kind of stuff do you
Every
do?
board member is assigned a different job as far as help with fundraisers, community events, you know, sorts of things like that.
How many people are on the board?
There's 11 board members sitting.
Okay, and how long have you been on the board?
I've been on the board 3 years.
Okay.
I've been volunteering at PAWS for 4.
Now, how is it governed? Who actually runs it? Is this board of director
Board
run?
director actually makes the policies and procedures, and we do the day-to-day running the shelter.
Okay.
Most boards that are out there for animal shelters, they're paid.
Oh.
We're all volunteer.
Wow, that's pretty good. It's nice you get enough volunteers to.
Yeah, we have over 200 volunteers at PAWS.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
200?
200.
Holy cow! Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. Wow. What kind of animal? Now, do you have just dogs over there? Or?
All we take in is dogs and cats.
Okay.
There's other shelters in the area that specialize in birds and bunnies and whatnot. So when PAWS was founded, we did take in different animals, but now we're just specifically worrying about the cats and the dogs.
Is that enough? That's probably
That's
enough to take care
so
of.
much, yes.
Are you like overcrowded at all?
We are overcrowded. In the last year, we've probably taken over 30 animals, 30 dogs that were either in a puppy mill situation and their health was just terrible, or a hoarding situation.
Oh, wow. Like how many animals would you have over there at one time?
At one time, we probably have anywhere from 45 to 60 cats and anywhere from 30 to 42 dogs, I believe.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah.
No
And
wonder.
then, you know, whatever dogs that Tinley Park brings in.
Yeah. Now, you were telling me before the show about this new program, kind of a new program, animal therapy.
Well, it's not
not
actually
new,
a
but-
new program.
but-
That animal therapy's been around at PAWS for 25 years.
Okay.
One of the founders, her mom was at a nursing home, and she said, what a good way to bring an animal out to get socialized. And, you know, my mom loves dogs, so I'm going to bring him there.
And now, actually, what do they do now? What is the therapy?
What we do is
program do?
we go into 11 different nursing homes and 3 special needs places for physically and mentally handicapped young adults.
And what do they? What's the purpose of that? How does that help the residents?
Well, a lot of them have autism, and they tend to find that therapy calms people down. It makes everybody kind of hit the reset button, and that helps out a lot, especially somebody that's sick. By just setting that reset button, they're going to heal a lot quicker.
Okay.
You know, the happier your mind is, the happier your body is.
Good. Yeah. And you're in charge of that. I
Yeah,
guess,
I've
huh?
been the director for just over 4 years.
Wow. Okay. How many animals get involved?
What
in
we
that kind
do is we make a week-to-week decision on what dogs can go, and we also take cats. We're the only animal shelter in the state of Illinois that goes out to these nursing homes and special needs places with non-certified therapy animals. In the 25 years that it's existed, they've never, ever had an incident.
Wow. Must be doing something right.
Must be doing something.
What does it take to adopt an animal from the shelter there?
What it generally is, it's usually come in and visit the animal. Everybody in the family has to come out and meet the dog. We don't want somebody to make a fast decision. So we have everybody come to the shelter and meet the animal, which is $150 for the adoption, which is a pretty good, fair deal, I think. And as long as the family meets them, if they do have another dog, we like to do what's called a meet and greet, so we can see if the animals get along. We want to do one adoption and one adoption only.
Oh.
So we may be a little more strict with our rules, but our return rate is very, very low.
Wow.
Compared to some of the local shelters.
Wow.
And that's because we are a little bit stricter with our rules.
Well, I'm glad to hear that too, because
So many animals, get brought into the shelter for different things. We don't.
Yeah. Now, what's this big anniversary you guys got coming
We have
up?
our 40th anniversary. We're going to have it at the Odyssey. They're hammering out the dates right now, but it will be after the 2014. So we're pretty excited about it.
Any idea what they're going to do for that, or?
The village had talked about possibly doing a parade for PAWS, which I think would be a really good idea.
Wow.
We bring the animals out to the parade and interact with the public.
Oh, my.
And that's what we're all about, is the interaction with the public.
Okay, wow.
The more people know that PAWS is out there, the better.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Well, you're right here in Tinley Park, so you pretty good adoption rate, though?
Oh, yeah.
You guys
We have our
doing well?
slow times and busy times. I mean, you may do one adoption a day. Other days, you may be adopting 4 or 5 animals out.
Oh, okay.
It just, it's kind of a hit and miss.
What's the busy time?
There is really no busy
Is
time.
it?
It just,
Okay.
it's hit and miss.
Okay.
Because, nobody can adopt an animal for Dad, because Dad wants a dog for his birthday. And, people go out to the stores and they buy these dogs. Well, Dad didn't like that dog. So Dad's going to bring that dog back to the puppy store, and they're going to say, well, we don't want the dog back. So that's why there's so many animals that need good homes.
Wow. But at your place, they have to get used to it, and you then make sure there's a good fit.
Yeah.
If there isn't, can they bring it back and,
Oh, yeah.
and get another?
It's actually in our contract. If the animal doesn't work out for any reason, you surrender that adoption fee, because we are a non-for-profit,
Okay.
and we take the animal back.
Would you give them another one, or?
Oh, yeah. If it didn't work out
Yeah.
for some reason,
Wow. That's pretty good. Well, you guys perform quite a service there. Again, it so blows my mind. You got 200 volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing, all that stuff there. And you think you're going to keep up with the place, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We like to.
Oh, yeah. And the animals are, there's a lot of feed. You have to feed them all. That must be a huge project,
Yeah.
just to feed them all.
And PAWS is supported strictly by donations or fundraisers that, once again, the board puts together. But we have the best volunteers ever.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how it's funded there. Is it
Yeah.
all by
donations?
donations?
Yes.
So the government, the villages, and do
No.
anything with that kind of stuff?
Time to time, we'll apply for a grant. Grants are hit and miss, especially in this day's economy.
Well, yeah, oh yeah. But it's amazing you're keeping it on going. So must be doing something right and getting enough donations.
We like to think so.
It's good. Well, if you want to have a dog to adopt, see PAWS and get over there and check out what they have. It sounds like quite a selection, so you shouldn't have a problem finding the right dog for yourself there.
Oh, no.
Thank you for what you're doing,
Well, thank you
especially in the
for having
program
us.
there, and thanks for all the work you're doing, and keep up the good work with the PAWS organization.
We keep up the good work with Tinley.
Okay, thank you.
Always held on the Sunday before Halloween, the Downtown Tinley Boo Bash is fun, kid-friendly, and free. Families will be able to enjoy a costume contest with great prizes as well as ghoulish games, plenty of fun photo opportunities, and DJ entertainment. Last year, Step Up Dance Academy taught kids of all ages the dance performed in Michael Jackson's famous Thriller video and performed their own spooky dances. Also last year, a mad scientist showed children of his crazy experiments. You won't want to miss similar events this year, as well as trick-or-treating with downtown Tinley businesses, where the kids will get lots of candy and the parents will get lots of coupons. The Downtown Tinley Boo Bash will be held Sunday, October 27th at the Oak Park Avenue train station. We hope to see you there.
Well, it was kind of interesting with the PAWS organization. They've been around for quite a while, and it's amazing in Tinley Park how long they've been here, taking care of the animals in town here. And our next organization's been around for a while too, and they provide quite a bit of entertainment for our village. And they've been around for over 25 years now. And it's the Tinley Park Community Band. And we have with us today the director, Barbara Abarro, and one of the players in the band, Paul Commins. Welcome to Discover Tinley.
Hello, thank you.
Wow. First of all, what's your musical background? Where do you derive this musical talent that you all have?
Well, actually, most of us have started out when we were very young.
Okay.
Third, fourth grade, you learn on small instruments like a tonette, they called them, and then you worked your way up. And in my case, my parents couldn't afford a saxophone, so they bought me a trumpet because it's the least expensive thing you could find.
Oh, no.
So, and then from there you go to junior high, high school, and then maybe you play in college, maybe you don't, and then finally you say, you know something, I just can't play basketball anymore. I think I should go back to the band. Okay, and that's exactly what happened to me. I actually tore my ACL in my right leg, and next thing I know, I'm playing in the band. So, and it was great.
Wow, good. Your background?
I never stopped playing.
Oh,
so
okay.
Same kind of situation. I wasn't in sports though. Sorry about that, Paul. Okay. And I went on to Vanderka College of Music where I got my undergrad and went back again, got my master's of music education at Vanderka College of Music, and part-time music teacher. Music is my life, so I really never stopped.
Wow. Okay, so got some tremendous talent here. Who makes up the band now? This is a Tinley Park Community Band. Who makes up the members of the band? Who's in the band?
Predominantly members of the Tinley Park community. So right now we have 50% of the members in our band that live in the village here. Oh. The rest of them make up everywhere. All the people are driving 45 minutes to get to our rehearsals.
Ooh.
So,
wow.
Yeah, we've got about 40, roughly 42 committed members each week.
And they get committed every week, right?
They commit their time and their service, and we appreciate them for that.
That's quite a bit, and it's amazing that you have that many. Is that a pretty consistent number too?
It goes up and down. Yeah.
It's really close.
Yeah. Now, how does one get into your band? How does one?
You show up on Monday night at 7 o'clock at the Park District quarters on 80th Avenue in McCarthy Park, and talk to Barb and tell her that you would like to start playing with the band. There's no tryouts or anything like that. You just show up and play, and everybody seems to be very pleasant with you, and they'll fit you into a spot where you can play.
Oh,
and it's awesome.
Wow. So whatever squeaks come out, that's part of the ambiance.
That's exactly right.
Now,
come as you are.
What
really.
kind of instruments? Do you have the full range of instruments in the band?
Traditional concert band arrangement.
Okay.
Flute, oboe, clarinet, saxophone, trumpet, French horn, euphonium, tubas.
There's only trumpets.
Okay.
Trumpet players, yes, definitely.
You've got a lot of brass to say that.
He does. He does have a lot of brass. And of course, our percussion and our recent addition of a upright string bass player.
Oh.
Which helps actually our low brass sound resonate. So we're actually happy to have some orchestral instruments into our band this year. So.
Oh my! Now, how long have you been director now?
I think 4 years.
Yeah, look at.
I don't know. 4 years.
4 years.
I mean, I started the band in 1993, and I kind of stepped up as director only 4 years ago. So.
Okay, give us some history of the band. How long has the band been around now? Now you've been around.
It's interesting when you asked about Barb though, because Barb started with us when we went to Germany for the first time.
Oh.
And it was really a neat trip. Steve Platko was our director at the time, and Steve and I sat on my front deck of my house and planned how we were going to get our way to Germany somehow. And we got the band to go because Germany, Budigen's our sister city, they had sent their band over, their Feuerwehr band, their fire department band. And at that point, Barb came and wanted to be part of us, and it was really awesome. And from that, she's now become our director, which is really a neat deal. So
amazing, good.
And it was probably one of our most memorable performances. We're actually playing in Germany in the middle of a courtyard in this beautiful castle town. And the people love music there. They love band music. We actually got to play, we have a brass choir that we went and played at a small village up on the deck. And as the sun was setting over the mountains, we played Edelweiss from The Sound of Music, and we found out the Germans had no idea what that song meant. It was written by Rodgers and Hammerstein in New York and had nothing to do with Germans.
Okay.
So it was the wrong selection, but we
Oops.
thought it was the right thing at the time. So, but Barb has been with us for all that time, and it's been a lovely knowing her too, by the way.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's good.
and you can fill in the rest.
I remember that performance. I was there too, and that was a very memorable occasion to hear you guys over there in that castle courtyard playing from Tinley Park all the way over in Germany. So congratulations being in the first performance over there. That's kind of neat.
Thank you.
Wow. Some other memorable, where else have you guys, has the band been all the years, and where are some of the places you've been performing?
Steve's last year with us, a memorable performance was in Washington, D.C. We were the only musical organization from the state of Illinois to represent the dedication of the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
So we performed at the we performed at the Jefferson Memorial,
Okay.
and the Naval Academy, or the Naval, wasn't the Academy, it was the museum right outside the steps there. So we performed and had a great time.
When was that? What year was that about?
2004, I believe. It was the interesting part was we were in front of the Jefferson Memorial, facing the Jefferson Memorial with a full-size concert band, and hundreds of people who weren't with us, which is unusual. It's usually people we bring with us to the concerts, and they were from all over the world, all of the United States, sitting up on these stairs going up to the Jefferson Memorial, listening to us play in front of the tidal basin. And the other exciting part was when we were at the Naval Museum, we got to meet a celebrity.
I'm trying to remember who it was.
Oh, come on, you got to remember Tony. Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis. That's
Oh,
Unbelievable. Tony Curtis was in the Navy during World War II, had been drafted in the Navy, and the late Tony Curtis actually came up and talked to us and was really excited about the band playing and so forth. So that was really a neat experience.
Yeah. Wow. So you've not only had notable performances, you've had notable people watching you, listening to you. Wow. Anywhere, where else? Now, you guys have been around a lot of places. Where else have you performed at?
Budigan twice.
Okay.
The Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, for the Jazz Festival in Toronto, Canada, in 2003.
Yeah, that was the jazz band.
It was the jazz band. We have a little offshoot of our main concert band called the Jazz Band, and so that's a smaller ensemble of, I think, how many people went? Roughly like 15, between 15 and 18. So our smaller group went and performed. I didn't go, unfortunately.
Oh.
Paul went, so he can talk about that.
Oh.
The jazz band is basically like the big band sound of a Glenn Miller type band. And by the way, Glenn Miller went to the University of Colorado, where I graduated from.
Okay.
But
Little
anyway,
aside there.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but it's really an exciting type of music because they play everything from old 40s tunes all the way up into the modern era, and it's really exciting. It was fun going to Toronto. We played at the base of the CN Tower. And people came from all over to listen to us play it, and it was an exciting moment. So,
Holy cow.
then we tried to play at the dock down by the pier, and found out we needed a permit, and they stopped us. I think it was the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I'm not positive. But,
Okay. And they wouldn't let you play.
They wouldn't let us
After
play,
hearing you, they would say,
well,
play wherever you like.
There's a certain thing about having permits, I guess. So,
Okay.
but it was exciting.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty good. Now, do you get invited to these places, or do you apply to go to these places? How do you appear at all these?
We were actually invited to all of them except for the pier.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
a mistake.
Okay.
But everything else, yeah, there's a process we go through, and a lot of bands play at different locations, but we were invited to those particular places we've talked about.
Okay.
So
Anywhere else of note that you guys have been as a band?
I think Barb can talk a little bit about the Butterfly Festival, because that's kind of an exciting thing we've been doing every year at Lake Catherine in P.A.W.S.
Yeah. So we do get performances. Communities around are hearing about us, hearing our name, knowing what we're about, and we get calls to come perform. One of them being the Butterfly Festival at the Lake Catherine Nature Center in Palos. So we've been doing that every year now, and they love to listen to us play. So
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I was there last year. It was the first time I'd been to that whole thing because I'm an amateur photographer, and they said that's a good place to take pictures. And then there was this festival going on. I said, "Yeah, it's kind of neat." And then I heard you guys were there. Wow, that's
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
All you gotta do is
where
look.
else in the area do you play? Where would people see you play other than Tinley Park?
Well, one exciting place to be would be in November. We have a spaghetti dinner. And obviously you're Italian, so you love to come and eat spaghetti dinner with us, okay?
And there's
maybe
a
give
reason for
that we play there,
Okay.
and maybe you give us a little donation too. Besides, when you get there, the food is great.
Okay.
It's made by our band members. Selena's Pizza here in town helps pay for part of that by donating food to us, and it's an exciting moment. That people are having ensembles play, there's soloists that play, the jazz band plays, so. And there's a special seat for Ron Centanni right next to the band. So
No, they should be next to the spaghetti.
exactly, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So be sure to be there. November
Yeah, we got the
November
date.
10th.
November 10th.
Okay. Where?
It will be at the VFW Hall on Oak Park Avenue in Tinley Park, Illinois. So
Okay.
for those people outside of Tinley that may see this, please show up.
Okay, thank you. All right. And you got an anniversary coming up. What's this anniversary coming up now?
We actually just finished our 25th anniversary
Finished it?
concert season. We had an awesome performance at Andrew High School, and we invited Harkins Productions to record that, and we are selling a recording of that performance. And all you have to do is go on our website, our new website, tinleyband.org, and then click on the little CD icon, and there's like a little order form for you there. And try to get our name out there, let people hear who we are.
Wow.
And come out to the Tinley Park Park District Bettenhausen Center, the band show that they have there on the side of the building, on Sunday, August 18th, to hear our jazz band.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. What other performances you got scheduled so far in the fall? Or
We have the spaghetti dinner. The jazz band's going to play there. We have through the Park District. We are still performing their summer concert series, so we're finishing up the summer concert series on Sunday, August 18th with them. The Butterfly Festival that Paul just talked about is on Sunday, September 15th, and we will have our annual Christmas concert the first weekend in December. We're still establishing a date and time. So that's why we have our website available for you. And we do advertise in the Tinley Junction and various newspapers around Tinley.
Yeah, I know you have regular performances every year at certain, like the holidays and something. So you always are somewhere around.
We're always in Tinley. We are an affiliate with the Tinley Park District.
Right.
So we do annually we do the Christmas performance in December. We have our spring concert in May. 2 of the summer concerts, 3 now. The Vogt Visual Arts Center in August, as well as the August Jazz, and then the June concerts on the band show.
Wow.
And we will be performing in December, first weekend of December again, at the Tinley Park train station where they have the holiday market.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be caroling for you there. So
Wow.
come sing along.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you enjoy playing. You enjoy doing it. Everybody has a good time. And you see, you enjoy each other, too, having a good time playing in the band for all these years.
Correct.
And you've had, we haven't got time to mention all the members. You've got some people that have been around how many years?
25 years. We've got these awesome members who live in Tinley. Some of them have migrated out of the area, but I would like to mention their names.
Real quickly.
We have Priscilla Boersma, Jeanette and her husband Steve, Pam and her husband Dan Pluster. We have Lynn Hojanacki, Ted Barsek, Dan Kleino, Mike and Andy Rhea, and Jim Liska.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for your performances and the great band that you have. It's always a pleasure watching you guys, and good luck to you in the future. The Tinley Park Community Band.